It's really important to have multiple layers of defense as part of your overall cybersecurity strategy. So let's take a little bit to look at this kind of funnel we have here. Way up at the top, we have all the bad stuff, right? We got malware, we've got spyware, we've got phishing attacks, we've got hackers, we've got all this stuff. And that's coming into our systems through the internet and all the other ways that people might try to attack us. We're hoping that at the very top, this stuff gets caught by our firewalls or by filtering. So if we think of, let's use just as an example, a normal phishing email with a PDF attachment that's designed to run ransomware. So what the attacker is hoping is that they'll send an email to me and I will open that PDF attachment and it will execute some code and it will encrypt all the information on my computer or maybe even on the entire network that I'm on, and then ask for a ransom of several hundred or several $1,000s to get it back. We hope that it gets caught by the spam filters, doesn't make it to my inbox, I never see it. If it gets past the spam filter, maybe the firewall in our network will recognize the malicious code and stop it there. So maybe it gets stopped at the top. If it manages to get past those layers of defense, now we will have done some training. So hopefully I've been trained on how to identify phishing attacks. So I delete the email or put it straight in my spam folder. But let's say it gets past me, right? Maybe there's a policy that says don't open attachment. So I get fooled by the email, but I know this policy, it says don't, so I don't open it. Let's say I miss that, gets past me. Now the code wants to run, right? I double click on that PDF attachment and it tries to run. Now maybe the antivirus software on my computer recognizes the malware and stops it from running. Or maybe that malware is designed to exploit a known vulnerability that's been out there for 6 months and my system was updated and no longer has that vulnerability. So the code can't run. Then it gets stopped at that next layer. Gets through all those and all our data gets encrypted. I talked about this at the beginning, right? Bad things are going to happen. Well, now is where our disaster recovery and backups come in. We have backups of all that information, so we contain the attack, get rid of the malware, restore our data, following our incident response plan that we figured out, and we're back to working in just a couple of hours. These layers of defense all work together to massively reduce the likelihood of a bad thing happening, and then again reduce the damage and downtime that happens if the bad thing does happen, or I should say, when.